This man right here is President Putin's guru over there, President Putin. The Western media is saying that because of the Ukraine conflict, President Putin has become weak. I mean, it is totally opposite to the truth. They do not know anything at all about the fact that in the lives of the people over there, the Ukraine conflict has not made even a tiny bit of difference. So this is a country that can run at least 10 more nations. They have that much money. Some of my important observations during this visit, when I posted these photos, I posted them and it was a very good meeting. This is our ambassador in Moscow. I had a really great interaction with him in Moscow. The climate in Moscow is also very nice. People should definitely visit. Often what happens is that narratives about certain countries get set in such a way because of Western media that we start believing those things as the truth. But only when we visit that country, then we find out. So I am telling you what I understood about this country. I could be wrong, but I am just telling you what I have understood from it all. That they can run at least 10 more nations. They have that many natural resources and that much money. They have so many natural resources and produce. They can run another 10 countries right now, small ones. Some Western media outlets are saying that because of the Ukraine conflict, President Putin has become weak, or that his administration has become weak. So that is totally opposite from the truth. It means they do not know anything about Russia at all. So the Ukraine conflict has not made even a tiny bit of difference in the lives of the people there. Absolutely zero. Almost zero. It does not make any difference to them. Because the natural resources are just so massive. They are absolutely countless. That it is not making any difference to them at all. If a drone attack happens there, then in 5 minutes they are just walking like they were walking before. It does not make any difference to them. Okay. So the Western media can run whatever stories they want, like, oh, people will turn against Putin. How will they afford the cost of this conflict, brother? No. Do not have any such misconceptions at all around Operation Sindoor 1. Whenever we have these kinds of crises, whether it is Balakot or Galwan or any other conflict, their equipment arrives here first. Their defense materials land right in Bharat. Okay, no matter what conflict they were going through, we get the supplies exactly on time, even before time during the conflict. I am talking about when there is a crisis. By the way, the S-400 is anyway delayed. I was specifically talking about critical supplies like ammunition during the time of conflict. So forget it. They just cannot lose. There is no way this country can lose a war. I am telling you clearly. Because their public is not affected at all, and their national output has not been affected either, not even a bit. In fact, I have photos of it. They have even changed the name of Starbucks to something like Stars Coffee or whatever it is now. So even for the people, that woman who is shown in the symbolism, they have kept the logo almost the same with just a minor change. And so what that means is all the Western brands that ran away, they have taken over all of them, and those shops are running just as they were, just by putting their own brand logo. Same shop, same address, same location, and the same product. Only the Western brand name is gone from the top and it has become Russian now. It has not made any difference to them. I mean, not even a single bit of a difference. And it is such a beautiful city. I mean, Moscow is really, really wonderful. So I do not know what kind of Western narrative is going on now. God only knows. Anyway. And then obviously over there, President Putin, the deputy prime minister, the speaker of the Russian Federation, everyone was at the conference. They participated. And this is a photo of the closing plenary. And then for the whole evening, we were on the Moscow River with Alexander Dugin. It is a cruise, and we discussed everything, geopolitics, about every single country, about every single region, about what could happen there in the next 3 to 5 years, what his view is. I shared my own view, and then we had a really good discussion as well. So, and then I shared my own book on geopolitics with him. He shared his own books on geopolitics with me, and it was a very good visit overall. Here, the Gujarat government has come out with this Ahmedabad Gandhinagar proposal now for one mega city that I think our viewers already know about, the way that there is a plan going on to make it the largest city. This is that academic presentation. Like I said, academic. It was a conference and nothing else at all. So people just keep on adding something or the other. I do not know. There is no evidence anywhere that I have any role in this. So who are the richest 100 in the Sanatan economics model and why? And in this, so many countries participated there, and for all of them, it was something completely new to hear. Even the idea that the Mortis of Bhagwans could be among the richest people, that Mortis could be in the top 100 richest, because until now, the view of foreigners and the whole world has been that these people are just idol worshippers. They worship stones. This is what has been in their minds. They never understood that there was such a massive economic model, that we were so far ahead, how our economic system was actually set up with the mandir as the main equipment of the ecosystem. In a way, you would call it equipment, because the temple was running multiple dimensions of the entire society. So this is beyond their understanding as well. So for the first time, so many audiences, so many different countries heard that dharma and religion are something completely different. And as soon as I started, I first told them that our very own, it is not. I have explained in very clear words that our country's name is not India, it is Bharat. So some Westerner, some European person, 400 years ago, the poor guy got himself lost. We did not get lost. We were living right here in Bharat. So someone who was lost, he came looking for us all the way. And in his notes, it was written that, well, the Himalayas are above, the Indus Sea is below, whatever. And based on that description, he colonized us and left after sticking a brand new name on us called India. I accept that the geographical description was ours. But how can you just change our name and leave when our ancestors, our forefather King Bharat, had named us Bharat a long time ago? It was named in his honor by our ancestors. How can you just give us a new name and then leave? So this was the first time at an international conference, and that too an academic one, I think. A professional one where you have to go with data. It happened for the first time that everyone in the audience was shocked, because according to them, it is India. So I told them that no, our name is Bharat, we are not India. These people just went ahead and stuck a new name on us, right? The geographical description might be correct, but that is not our name. So they heard the difference between dharma and religion for the very first time, and they were shocked to hear that. According to them, Hindu means religion. So I explained that difference to them, that dharma and religion have absolutely nothing to do with each other, not even remotely. Then I explained the difference between one life and life cycles, that in dharma there are life cycles, and in your religion there is only one life. And this one life concept has messed up this entire world. This one life concept has done all this. This thing where you are roaming around with dogs and cats and talking about birth rates, that one life concept lifestyle has brought you to this point. You have grown old. I told them clearly, Russians have become old, Chinese have become old, Americans have become old, Europeans have become old, Japanese have become old, and Koreans have also become old. This is because of this one lifestyle which comes from Abrahamic economics. It does not come from Sanatan economics. And after hearing all this, I mean, everyone was completely stunned. but you have to hand it to them. They actually mentioned the Sanatan economics model in the closing plenary, and they clearly said that it is unique to Bharat and the Bharatiya Dharam that originated from Bharat. So it is a huge success, and I believe that this is a very proud moment for the whole of Bharat. When I posted these photos, I read some comments where people actually started praising me and saying that brother Ankit brought this concept and then explained it all, which is fine. But it is not an individual's contribution, it is the contribution of our dharma. And I am just a means, this thing is happening through me. That does not mean that I should take all the credit for it myself. So this dharma already existed. I mean, it was there even when I did not exist, right? It was there even when Ankit Shah was not there, right? So our ancestors were already living their lives that way. So it is just a mention that I have observed and pointed out, nothing more than that. So no one should give me any credit for this at all. Yeah, it is just that in academic conferences, obviously they will say to the person who brings the concept that, hey, this is the man responsible for bringing this model. But it is not like this is my own concept. It is the concept of dharma. Okay. So it was presented there. This is Mr. Alexander Dugin. He is President Putin's guru. And I have gifted him the Bhagavad Gita in the Russian language. And he is a very, very sophisticated and highly experienced geopolitical analyst, in fact. One of the most prominent ones among all the geopolitical analysts worldwide. He is one of the most prominent ones. And the meeting with him was also very good. We had a discussion about the geopolitics of every single country and the future geopolitics of every single region as well. So there were some really important observations I had during this visit, which I felt were quite right and accurate. That in many of our government institutions, we have established this rule that as time goes on and as babus get older, they will keep moving up in their positions based on their seniority and their age in the system. Such a strict hierarchy is followed, at least in our government jobs and government departments. Okay, so I feel that wherever in the world work is happening on critical technology, at least I am sharing my observation. Not just because I have come back from Russia, I am not saying it because of that, but even otherwise in many other countries too. Wherever work is being done on critical technology in those places and departments, the operational heads seen there are all people under the age of 45. And this does not mean that we are denying that those over 45 cannot contribute anything at all. We are not saying that. It is possible they can provide good guidance based on their experience. But the operational efficiency needed for the operation, the process of completing the execution, we are seeing youngsters in all of these countries in critical technology programs. Heads and the head of operations are being seen under the age of 45. So there must be some reason for doing this, right? So at least the DG of Roscosmos, then Glavcosmos, the NASA chief, I have kept their photos here as well. And I think that perhaps we should focus on the right man for the right job, talent, focusing on that and setting timelines with strict adherence, like, can you complete this project in this much time, or are you not able to, or what options are you giving? And then when that timeline arrives, if it is not delivered, then we might have to take some action. And it is possible that those who are aged and experienced, you can take their guidance on principles. Take overall guidance, but create a separate position for that guidance. But for the operational outcomes, we need youngsters, and by youngsters I mean those who are below the age of 45. Ankit ji, what is the connection between Ukraine war and the transfer of gold to the East? It is a very simple thing, that the process of de-dollarization actually means that the BRICS Plus and the global South countries will collect more gold. So ever since the Ukraine conflict started, the first thing America did was tell Europe that they must stop importing gold from Russia. Meaning Russia's gold should stay right there in Russia. right? That is the process of de-dollarization, is not it? The US itself is driving de-dollarization. So it is obvious that the US passed on a lot of its own gold to Swiss refineries, and then Swiss refineries passed that gold on to India, China, and Russia to devalue the dollar, to complete the process of de-dollarization. We have been saying this since 2021. What is new in this? What did the West get in return? Why would the West get anything in return? The deep state has already decided that those who are currently holding dollars or dollar linked assets are going to be completely wiped out. Why would they get any return? Yoko, this script is specifically designed to make them go bankrupt. That is all for today. If you would like to contribute, you can use the QR code here. Please remember to like the video. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button and share this video in your community groups as well.